Good day to all our PHASA supporters and PHASA Foundation supporters all around the world as well as locally. Firstly, as the chairman of the PHASA Foundation, I would love to thank you for your support and help during these trying times, and especially our own members that reach deep into their pockets to be able to help people around them. With trophy hunting being shut down and international travel, it made it hard on all of us. But our members still stood up and was willing to help and share the little they have with the people around them that even had less than they have. I would really like to thank them from the bottom of my heart, and also all my directors that is there on the foundation to help us during these times with advice, with handing out food, with gathering donations, everything. Guys, we really appreciate it, and I want to thank you. We started off with the Underscare for Hunger project earlier this year when COVID hit us, to be able to look after our people and see how we could help. We achieved quite a lot with that project, and we were able to help really thousands of people. We started with clothing and blankets and stuff like that we asked from our members to donate and hand out or deliver to different spots around South Africa. We were absolutely overwhelmed with the amount of blankets and clothes that we received, and that we could then hand out to the needy and the people that really deserved it and couldn't help and didn't have the means to get hold of stuff like that. For that, I would like to firstly start with the clothes and the blankets. Just to give you an idea of how much we got together and our members were willing to donate. We drove to the Philadelphia Ark in the area of Brits Hartbeespoort Dam, and we delivered to them about a 6-ton truck full of clothes and blankets. A Toyota Cruiser pickup for our international friends with a 3-ton trailer, all filled with clothes and blankets. That's not all. We had an SUV also filled, and another double cab pickup filled with clothes and blankets that our members and their family and friends all got together and delivered that to certain spots around the country. It was amazing to see the thankful faces at the Philadelphia Ark when we arrived there to hand it over to them. A little bit of background: the Philadelphia Ark has about 550 people that live there, and another probably about 2,000 people that has been fed from that facility. The whole facility has been run on Christian principles. It's quite something to see. It's worth it if anybody wants to go there and visit to see what's actually happening there. It'll be mind-blowing and eye-opening experience. You are more than welcome to give me a shout, and I will direct you to it and put you in contact with the people. It's really something special to see how the people try to help themselves by pretty much having hardly anything to do it with. But they stay positive, they don't lose their Christian beliefs, and they are willing to work and see if they can make ends meet. We also delivered a lot of food during this time. To give you a rough idea, we delivered about 27 ton of potatoes, 40 ton of pumpkins, about a ton of onions, 4 tons of mixed vegetables. If we just work this out at about 400 grams or 14 ounces per person, we are looking at 180,000 meals provided in vegetables to people. That was also delivered at the Philadelphia Ark, around Tabazimbi area, around Lephalale. So yeah, guys, the contributions you made it possible for us as a foundation to distribute 180,000 meals just in vegetables. But that's not all. I sound like a television commercial right now. But we also did about 5 ton of meat. Without having trophy hunting going, our fellow hunters shot some animals to be donated for these people as well. If you take that 5 ton of meat, and there's definitely more that we don't even know about, these are only the ones that we were involved in. That 5 ton of meat at 250 grams or about 9 ounces per meal puts us at another 20,000 meals provided for people around the communities and again the Philadelphia Arc and so on, where they had nothing. Guys, it made a giant difference. It's not the end. We'll unfortunately will have to donate some more to pull them through these trying times, because COVID is not going to disappear overnight. But I think this is a very, very good start. We're looking at about 200,000 meals provided by the foundation through the help of our members. Really, I want to do, again, just thank you from the bottom of my heart for these really open hand donations and being just willing to help. It is really, really nice to stand at the head of a foundation with people behind me, my directors, as well as the members that helps us. It's really a pleasure. Then we went from there, the Amy Bell Foundation in Craddock. They needed blankets. It gets pretty cold in the area, and we donated about 10,000 Rand worth of blankets to them as well. Then we look at the Abraham Krill Children's Home. As most of you know, we have been long-time supporters of them. They've got roughly about 170 kids at any given time that they also need to look after. We were able to also donate meat to them during this trying times, and something special to share with you is around about March, just before lockdown, we had about 10 of these kids visit one of our members for a hunt, where it's been an annual thing going on. During that hunt, we teach the kids the skills of hunting, tracking, shot placement, all kinds of stuff. But that also produced over a ton of meat that went directly back to the kids. So that was a really, really special time that we could do that for the kids, and they could take back the meat. Little did we know that lockdown will happen soon after that. With that also, we donated a lot of groceries that was arranged to be delivered to the children's home, some snacks and toiletries and all kinds of needs that they had, that we also were able to help them. I'm just going to go roughly over what we've done so far. It's not going to be in detail, but it'll give you a rough idea of what the foundation has been doing these couple of months that's already behind us. We also have, unfortunately, our own PHs that had some trying times and are still struggling, where we had to help some of our own PHs with food, medical expenses, and so on. And with this, I would like to invite our own members and PHs out there. Guys, if you have a problem, please contact me. You can get hold of me directly and tell us about it. We honestly don't want our people to go hungry. I know it's a thing about pride, not being able to ask for help, but we are here to help. We'll keep it confidential, and we would be gladly try and help you. Unfortunately, this only extends to food. We don't have the means to be able to pay for vehicles and car payments and all that kind of stuff. But we would gladly help you out with food so that we all can pull through until we have some form of normality back with hunting and so on. Then we're looking at Kuier Kids, a long-time project as well. Kuier Kids was going to close their doors because, unfortunately, again, due to COVID, their sponsor that was paying for the rent for their premises couldn't keep up with it. And luckily, the foundation could step in and help and pay for the rent so that they could keep their doors open and help the kids that has nowhere else to go, mainly autistic kids and physically disabled kids that they look after. And we also gave them some other funds to just help them pull through. Then we're looking at the getting away from the hunger project. We still had to continue with our Waterberg Lions, where we bought a couple of collars for the lions, as well as some other equipment necessary for the research on those lions. So we'll tell you a little bit more about that at a later stage. Then we have the very proud project that we started, the PHASA video. I'm sure you all have seen it. If not, it's available on the website. That was a project to show what we are doing in South Africa and what we can offer our members and so on. And our hunters, not so much our members. It came through very, very well. It was a very successful video. We got a lot of compliments from all over the world. So that was financed through our foundation as well, to just portray what South Africa has to offer for our international visitors. Now, a very exciting project that we just started. It's our leopard video. We want to bring out a video for the leopard research. This literally just started this week. Hopefully, it'll be completed in another month. I will talk more about the leopard research in my next video. So keep an eye out on the newsletter and all the feeds from PHASA, where we will put out that leopard video as well. Another new project that we are busy with currently is our PHASA knives. This is a really nice knife. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag completely now. We will introduce that and launch this pretty soon. It's a handmade knife, a limited edition knife, made with giraffe bone handle. So yeah, I think it's a really cool gift for your clients and so on. We will show you that probably within a couple of weeks. We will launch that as well. Then, least but not last, most of you know by now of Robie Uber. It is Pieter or Leon Uber and Ilse's son. He just turned 21 a couple of days ago. We are still not sure 100% what happened, but he got badly hurt, and his dad found him in his room with a broken C5 vertebra, or bruised vertebra, not completely broken, but he's paralyzed. He's a quadriplegic at this point. He's still in ICU. We need funds very urgently to be able to assist Robie and his parents with his medical expenses. They do have a medical aid, but it only covers 65% of the cost. And as you all know, the rehabilitation and everything going with that is going to cost a fortune. We already received some really good donations from our members again and people all over the world, which I want to thank you for. We also thought it good to do an online auction for accommodation packages across South Africa. Anything from down in Knysna, a 5-day package there, and bush breakaways of a weekend and longer and so on. Keep a tab and check on the PHASA medias and on the WhatsApp groups and Facebook. We will probably put out an advert on this around about Monday. The auction will be running next weekend, just before the weekend until just after the weekend. Please support this great initiative. And here I want to specifically thank Paul Els, as well as Reinhard Jeser, who started with the first donation, and Paul running the auction. We are very exciting to support this and to help this and see how much we can gather for Robie to help them. But money alone will not be enough. We also want you guys to keep them in your prayers and pray for a speedy and full recovery for Robie, and also for his parents to stay positive that this all will go well. Then just one last thing, the online auction, our Hunt online auction, is due to happen the end of this month. We are finalizing everything now. So from around about the 21st of September until 28th September, we'll have our annual auction, which is normally a very good fundraising. We're a little bit worried about how COVID is gonna affect that, but we're still positive that it'll be a great thing. And again, for all our donors donating hunts, there's some really special hunts on there. Please support that, especially our international clients and friends that might be listening to this video and looking at it. Please support this, look at the auction, see if there's something you like and would be interested in. Bid it up and help us support and do what we are doing now by supporting our auction. We really are looking forward to that, and I'm sure it's going to be a great success. We make a living by what we get. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give, by Winston Churchill. If we can make this our motto in life, how blessed will we not be? I want to end with, again, thanking all our supporters and ask everybody to please stay with us with your loyal support. Help us through all these projects that we are running and everything that's going on. Follow us on Facebook. see what we are doing and contact us if there's any needs where we can also help and with any form of contribution. Thank you again.